All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Honcast presentation. I'm your casting host, Beef. Sorry about that. Screwed up the overlays. I said to Riser, I'm like, oh, you ready to go? Wait, did I do the overlays? Yeah, I did. Let's go. And then I didn't, because I'm bad. In any case, DreamHack Winter 2013 qualifiers coming up right now. Our final game, our final match of the group stages here. And this one's for all the marbles. Internet gangsters, they will secure first place if they win right here. Too Much Sugar can force a tie for first place, forcing a best of three match to settle that tie if they win this one. IG, of course, want to close it out right now. tmsR, they got their backs into the wall. They do not want to advance in second here. So we'll have to see. IG definitely looked good in game one. But what are your thoughts here, game two, Riser?
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I completely can see why the one position is so much different than two. You're certainly going to have a much fiercer competition in the two position in your death match, and ultimately the death match decides if you will qualify or not to go to Sweden. And I think everybody wants it to be as easy as possible to attend Sweden. So the draft though is underway. We got Ophelia Tempest being banned by Slicks, and then Warby Sandwraith being banned by Insania. So I think Insania's game plan here is pretty clear. If he's first pick, he's not banning Sandwraith, and he's first picking it. If he's second pick, he's banning Sandwraith. So tmsR does not have it. So really respecting the Sandwraith. I think that makes sense. tmsR had fantastic success with Haxorn playing that Sandwraith. Mm-hmm. And even though IG's draft, I guess I can go over it first. Keeper of the Forest, NG, Bubbles, Rally, Parasite. So tmsR, I like. There's parts of the draft I like. I like that they have two kind of elusive solo laners. Yeah. Because IG had great potential to go aggressive, with Rally Engineer already picked up. So having access to that will probably deter IG from manning up and creating trouble in that long lane. So I think that's really a nice attribute of tmsR's draft. But IG with the pub train mass stuns right now. NG, Rally, and Pebbles. So interesting. We don't often see more than one of those heroes in Rally and Pebbles. If we do, it's usually a Rally suicide. Yeah. So I wouldn't be terribly surprised. It'd be kind of weird if they did a 2-2-1 with Rally and Pebbles farming. That would be something very new. But MOA banned here by Slicks. Moon Queen by Insania. Nymphora by Slicks. The Dark Lady, once again. Wow, interesting. Respecting the Dark Lady. I think that was also banned game before. And then Aluna and Torturer, the final ban. So kind of a interesting lineup of bans. Not a whole lot of I can't think of the word. Maybe cohesion in terms of what role you're trying to ban out. Just a lot of freaking heroes. So yeah, definitely. Pyromancer picked up by tmsR. So they still need wow, Puppet Master picked up. Interesting.
Ballsy.
So I've seen them run this before in both roles, support or carry. Yep. The thing about Puppet Master is he's got solid disable, but early game he really has next to no damage unless his ult is off cooldown, and then he has a lot. But he's not really that style that we're seeing so often. Heroes like Predator, Sandwraith, who need an Energizer or an EP to simply just go take fights and snowball. He definitely needs more time to build up. Yeah. And like I said, his ultimate cooldown is 120 seconds. That's a long time to not be able to take a fight with him.
It certainly is, and he has received some changes relatively recently. In the last patch 3 weeks ago, of course, the Whiplash getting buffed, reducing the charges, so going to be able to get more crits off. And of course, the crit multiplier scaling up to 2.25 from 2. 10% damage increase on the Voodoo Puppet, as well as 2 starting damage increase. So definitely stronger now than he was the last time that I saw this hero used, which was about 3 weeks ago. And Predator, the last pick here for tmsR. So maybe thinking we've got the Stone Skin now to try to break out of the Puppet Master strings and hold. And that could certainly be something. And IG, were they right-clicking that Predator earlier? I think they might have been thinking about that one.
Yeah, it was an option. This kind of tells you exactly what tmsR is going to do. They're going to have probably a Predator and Pyro, Parasite, tri-lane, and then Bubbles mid, Keeper top. So IG can definitely use this to their advantage. Predator is not really that punishable. I mean, he can still fight early game. He's not like Sandwraith or Dampier or something who, like level 1 and 2 is like the worst hero in the game. But I'm curious to see if IG will opt to man up on it. I don't think you have to, but the option is definitely there. Now, I think IG could do a little bit of mind games on who is on Puppet Master because, like I said, it can be played as a support or a carry. And right now, Insania is,
Yeah.
selected it, I suppose, but it could be, could do some last minute swaps. I remember, I think it was Lions who did that to us. We didn't know. I think they had Wild Soul, and at the very end, they swapped it to Hanskin, so like he jungled instead of suicided. But what? Bombardier?
What? Is IG
Support
insane
Bombardier?
right now? IG is insane. They're playing a secondary support bomb. And I will tell you this about Bombardier. He clears out triples so fast. I think this is going to be a short lane Puppet Master, secondary support top lane bomb. It's going to be NG Pebbles mid with a suicide rally. And Bomb is not only going to be able to zone out Keeper of the Forest a little bit early on with the sticky bomb. Once he gets level 2, he's going to be able to actually head into the jungle, and he's going to be able to get level 2 from actually pulling. So we've all seen how effective Insania's Nymphora is at getting those early levels. Think about that and probably add about another 50% of farming efficiency on those jungle camps. I think that Bombardier is going to be able to find that farm, but then it just comes down to, is that farm, is those resources on Bombardier really what you're looking for, and how effective is this hero going to be overall?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't view him as that great of a hero against Predator with the Stone Hide. It's pretty easy to take off the bomb. I mean, if he was going to be getting a faster level 6 being played as like a farmer, I would probably approve him more because his biggest strength is probably his ult, and it's just like a free kill anywhere on the map if one hero gets stunned. But unless he can find like amazing levels somehow, he's not going to have access to it that early. But yeah, I don't know. It's out of left field. We'll have to see what Insania's got. I'm curious what build he's going to go. If he's going to max a sticky bomb, maybe like the more conventional, max sticky bomb, max E, doom dust, or if he's going to go for like an early W. I'm not sure. Honestly, I couldn't tell you, Beef. We'll have to see.
I think it's going to be sticky bombs and doom dust here, but I mean, maybe not. Maybe one level into the bombardment to get this slow. Certainly going to be interesting, but we are going to go ahead and get this one started. Thank you, Sam Jackson. It is about damn time, and we're going. DreamHack Winter 2013 death matches are at stake here. Both of these teams, of course, advancing there, but the seeding is so important. And IG saying, all right, at minimum, we can take this to another best of 3. It's like they're actually up one game here and one game away from closing it out, but they're in a winner's bracket. So they've got another opportunity because this will be a tie. So
okay,
they can
if
take a
lose
risk.
Here, it just goes into another BO3, same teams?
Yep.
Is that going to be played today, or when does that play?
No, it'll be played sometime in the next 10 days between now and the death matches, which are 10 or 12 days from now.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting.
Yep.
So we see them all. They have nice control of the jungle. There's a counter ward. Another ward from Cinder to block 1 camp. It doesn't look like they want to block 2, but I mean, yeah, I think you're right. It's going to be a suicide rally. We've got pooled good amount of region, and of course the standard NG Pebbles mid, and then short lane bomb puppet. Interesting. So they will be going up against the keeper. I don't really know. I mean, there's not what to talk about there. Kezia's probably just going to pull the lane, and I don't think they'll be able to kill him unless he screws up massively. So yeah, Takefet, I believe, has invested into some counter wards and an upgraded courier, so he should be able to find this ward placed from Cinder, and he has 1 unblocked already, so he's actually in pretty good shape right now. Shouldn't be slowed down terribly hard. But we see Zippy here, gonna do some pulling.
Yep.
And man, I don't know. I'm still kind of reeling over the bomb. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. I mean, his biggest strength is gonna be reaching level 6 with the Pebbles. Pebbles blinks in combos, level 6 bomb. It's like killing it almost any hero. So, but the thing is, he's not really going to be focusing that much on getting levels. He's actually, I don't know what he's doing. Going back to base, stacking the small camp. So he's just going to jungle the small camp, I guess, with Boom Dust.
There you go.
It looks like.
If the trees are going to be blocking other camps here, so got the ward of sight down there. Why not? Going to be working on the small camp. A kill right there will get him level 2. And once he has the Boom Dust plus Sticky Bomb, should be able to more effectively harass Keeper of the Forest. So it's going to be a semi-support, semi-jungle Bombardier, which is really interesting. This kind of harkens to like a Dota 2 metagame where they'll have their supports kind of team up and kill jungles whenever possible. But Bomb kind of doing that a little bit himself. And it's always very interesting to watch.
He's got a Spore Spitter, which is a real soft for the slow creep.
Yeah.
For a range, the small camp is actually pretty hard for range heroes. It's like not really ideal.
Unless
there's so many like range like Snotters are, but
yeah.
There's so many like range creeps. Usually, you get kind of screwed. So actually, yeah, I'm saying it, they really need this pull for a support Bombardier. Like he has to get farm. He's not going to survive with low level. A low level Bombardier doesn't really do very much. So kind of a late counter ward there. I guess I don't know where else they use their counter wards, but he will get it off at least.
Yep, he certainly is, and only managed to kill one creep there from the small camp, so didn't want to take too much damage. And bottom lane, Rally getting really aggressive on the Predator. I'm surprised that Pyromancer Pred did not just try to turn that around, because Rally compelled onto Predator. I feel like they could have had a real shot right there at actually killing Rally.
It's pretty manly.
Yeah, that's really manly coming out of Zibby. Now, taking a look at these other lanes, Bubbles middle, he's not really getting much in the way of farm. He's shell surfing right there to grab his 5th CS, but he's getting decent levels as well. Zergo certainly getting his farm, though. At 15 and 7, looks like he could be well on his way toward another stellar game from mid.
Yeah, I think Bubbles is a good hero to put middle, because he's not... A lot of times heroes in this metagame that are initiators really need portal key. And so you can't really lane the mid by themselves because they don't have a portal key. They suck. Middle lane though, Bubbles, taking some harass. Looks like he escaped, but Bubbles doesn't necessarily need that. So he's not... Like say they put a Rally here or something, he kind of needs portal key to get like a true initiation off. But Bubbles, not so much. So good hero, I think, in this role for sure from tmsR. But the big problem is Rally is 2v1 or 1v2, and he's getting like full XP and farm right now. They are not shutting him down at all. Zibby has 200 GPM and level 4, and this is a pretty big problem for tmsR.
Zibby's so manly. Slick's taking a lot of damage. The Chuck might finish off Bubbles, and yes, it will. Bloodlust coming out the way of Zergo, so looking very good right there. And IG, they're doing all right in all their lanes right now. The Suicide lane's winning, mid lane's winning. Bombardier is getting a little bit of experience right now. He's going to go ahead and pull the double stack, and this might triple as well. No, Keeper of the Forest is going to try to contest him for this. So, going to be an interesting fight at the top pull, but with Boom Dust, Insania might just add this experience into his own coffers.
Yeah, this is kind of an awkward interaction. See, actually... excuse me, the trees harassing Insania with just auto attacks, but yeah, it's kind of weird how stuff works out with like heroes with minions pulling creeps, and
yeah,
right now this is pretty weird. Insania is actually gonna die, I think. Oh, just barely. That was close, but living life on the edge. Actually, he does get level 3 here, so not doing too bad. He really just did until level 6, but I'm not gonna be seeing that for quite a while, so. I don't know. It's a little awkward. I mean, Team IG though, Zippy's getting so much bottom that, like, I wouldn't really be worried about Bombardier. I'd be worried about freaking Rally right now.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with you. If he gets an early level 6, and then you roam maybe a Pebbles with a quick portal key, he could be bringing some kills onto this Predator pretty easily. Hell, even if Rally wants to go in and maybe team up with Engineer, try to take somebody out of the
Moon just
jungle.
has to run. He's level 6 with boots. Moon literally cannot even go to him. He's just gonna die. And this is just kind of like just absurd. It's like what we saw with Kezu yesterday with Lord South Forest. It reminds me of that. He's just like winning bottom really hard. 1v2. So I mean, it's not really Moon's fault. It's just Rally. He has 5 armor and a shield. Got pulled a ton of regen, and it's very hard to keep him out. So there's actually a compel, just to do some harass on the Predator. Because Moon has actually stacked the crap out of the jungle, which is kind of weird.
Oh, he's gonna kill it
himself. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's level 5. Holy shit, he got a lot from that.
Yeah.
He was level 3, I think.
He's 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So still level 5. He's definitely doing better than Bombardier is right now. So it kind of goes back to how effective is this Bombardier pick. I expected him to be doing a little bit better with his jungle farm, and I think a lot of that comes down to that first Spore Spitter. If he had had some Snotters, even some Werebeasts or some Ebulas, I think he would have been in a much better position. But with that initial Snotter, Insania has been gimped quite a bit. 0 items on him. Completely empty inventory. But once he hits like level 5, he should be able to clear up things like this triple stack Ogre Camp quite easily. So we'll see. Keizu's actually retreated into the Ancients as well. So this is 100% free farm. Level 7 Puppet up top. Oh, man.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better than Rally taking Lord Harass for Parasite, actually. But Rally's actually rotating middle or maybe towards Keizu. They have an Invis rune on him. And Keizu could be in trouble here. They have no Revelation, though. And nice keg.
Nice keg into the turret. Stalagmites are there. The Compel comes in, and down goes Keizu. They might be able to snag a Dragon Master here as well. We'll at least grab one of the smaller dragons, so always happy to have 50 gold in the pocket. There's Puppet Master taking down the tower up top. He's going to have a very quick Whispering Helm, so Stack's going to be on the way. But already a 3,000 gold lead. Bubble's going to take some damage here in the middle lane. Chuck backward into the keg. That was a really nice take cover.
Yeah, that was really close. I think Cinder wasn't really ready for that. I don't think they coordinated it well. I think Zergo just saw an opportunity, and they didn't really have time to really communicate to Cinder that he was going in there. So Slicks barely escapes with his life.
He had the correct placement on the keg. I think the keg, like, it had to have been just like barely more perfect time than that, because that was already good. Like, it was already well timed, but it wasn't perfect, and so Bubbles with the perfect take cover did help out. Now Rally could be in a little bit of trouble. Is going to get hit by the leech. Face Hug's available here. There's the Dragonfire into the Terrorizing Leap, and it looks like Rally will go down. Tried to disjoint the Face Hug, but it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, that's a nice kill. It's kind of, I think, Zibby playing a little overconfident because he won his lane so hard, but he will go down. Man, compared to Keeper, there's not really a whole lot to compare to, but yeah, I mean, it just seems like I think IG won every single lane really handily. They won bottom. Predator's still farming well, but Rally with that much farm.
They're gonna go on Keeper of the Forest. Well, there's a bomb on him. He's gonna die. Hits the mana battery. There's sticky bombs on him. There's boom dust as well. He does get the invis off. Bomb's gonna need to go for a blind one right here. Middle lane, Bubble's gonna go down, and really well played by Keizu, knowing exactly what was gonna happen. Sidesteps the bomb at the last second. Now he could go for a root kill on a Bombardier, but he's gonna wait for him to be a little bit further away from Puppet.
He's not invis anymore. Okay, now he is. So yeah, Antani's actually kind of like running towards him. No, he's not. Okay.
Oh, he's so ballsy right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's one auto attack and a root. Man, it's gonna be close. No, it's probably 2 auto attacks, and that would work out for him. So, Insania kind of regened up. It would have worked earlier, but not anymore. So, Keizu is a pretty safe player, so he's actually just gonna farm the small camp with his trees and TP out. But yeah, tmsR is in a ton of trouble right now. Everyone on IG is farming pretty well, barring 2 supports, but all their cores are definitely farming well.
Well, I mean,
Rally looks like he got spot out, but
yeah, Rally, like, he's not farming extremely well. For a suicide, he's doing all right, I would say, but it's certainly not like he's at 400 gold per minute or anything. But speaking of 400, 500 even, Zergo just picked up a portal key 9 minutes in, already with a bottle, power supply, and steam boots. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
And okay, Pebble's gonna go in here. They will bring home 1 kill, but Engineer already down. There's actually 4 players trying to counter kill onto Pebbles. The leech is there, needs some support, needs a lot of support. We'll get the compel. So okay, Facehug comes up, and Parasite able to go back down. So they now, how the heck did he have vision up there?
The ward from Slicks.
Oh, I guess that gives vision all the way over there. But in any case, well, 1-for-1 trade there, and there was a lot of people that were being involved from tmsR. This, of course, gave Puppet Master more time to farm up top, and he's cleared out pretty much the entire jungle. All those stacks with that Whispering Helm. 2,100 gold already saved up on him as well. Probably going to be going for the Steam Boots, and then from there, I have no clue.
Yeah, Shroud is good. I really think he should upgrade his boots. I don't know. If he's not, I'm guessing if he's not upgrading his boots, I'm pretty sure he's just rushing Shroud first. so we can find like a free kill somewhere. You kind of have to execute it properly with Puppet though. Like this, basically what you do is you go right on top of them with the Shroud open with W, and then you make sure your Whiplash hits the hero and your ultimate at the same time, and you kind of one-shot them. So you have to kind of execute it properly, but you should be able to kill almost any hero on Legion team, barring maybe Predator. I don't know. Everyone else is dead. If he's level 11, he could maybe kill Pred. It would be risky though, for sure. But yeah, I think he's gonna rush Shroud here. Is it correct? Not really. I still think it's safer just to go Treads and farm the jungle.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, they're outfarming them pretty heavy. I don't see any big rush to fight. I don't think they're like heavily outmuscled late game. Maybe because they've tree, but oh, middle lane.
Yeah, Slick's unfortunately missing both the silence and the kelp field right there. And this is going to be a turnaround now. Stalagmites come in, Parasite in some trouble, and the Seismic Slam is there. Bombardier ultimate going to be connecting on the Pyromancer. Blazing Strike not going to be enough, and now Moonmeander will fall to the energy field. Keeper of the Forest and Predator are here. There's the root going down onto Pebbles, so Zergo definitely in a bad way. He's going to fall, so tmsR at least able to get that counter kill.
Yeah, Haxman picked it up, which is pretty big. He actually has a Midas, so that'll also help him further his GPM a lot. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with Fabelli, but we'll have to see. If he gets the Shroud and just like keeps farming, it's like kind of awkward. He should just get treads to keep farming, but I don't know. He needs 50 gold. He's gonna make big plays.
Here comes the Alchemist Bones plus treads, and you're just both like, what? Like what? What are you even doing? But no, has the money for the Shroud. I'd still very much so like to see the Steam Boots coming out here. Well, there's the Shroud. Okay. So now that he has this, he has to go use this to get a kill. Otherwise, this was just kind of stupid. But I guess it's nice defensively. It is going to make him extremely hard to gank.
Yeah, he's still really squishy versus Parasite as well. I really hope he doesn't get phase boots or take effect. It's just going to like one-shot him every fight. So, middle lane.
Yeah.
And Zergo just making really good use of his early portal key. They found so many kills. Even though he died, he's been at every single kill. They're just doing work. They have complete map control. Look how far Engineer is forming up in the lane. Like they're still, he's not really, he's very confident.
Oh, Minotaur or Parasite might go on him, but no, gonna fall back. I like that they didn't even have Rally open for that kill as well. Like, they had him there invis, but he didn't need the damage, so he stays invis to continue scouting, trying to look for the next kill, and that next kill might be Keeper of the Forest here in the middle lane. There's the combo coming out. And, oh my god, that was just so much damage. 3 players, and they didn't even really have to use spells. Like, just a ton of damage. We called it the pub train strat here for IG. They are just all about the stuns and bursts.
Yeah, they certainly are. And, coming back to this Bombardier pick, I like it more when I think about it when, Pebbles is getting an early portal key, and that plus bomb ult is almost guaranteed a kill. So it's definitely a great way to use it, and it's very safe in terms of they're stunned for 2 or 3 seconds.
Bottom lane, Haxerin is going to be able to stone skin out, but now he's in a lot of trouble right here. Stalagmites come in, they're going to miss, as does the Compel, but the auto attacks are there, so triple redundancy was not enough. Keeper of the Forest with Striders is down here, but tmsR, they are just looking completely outclassed so far in this series. Keeper is going to go for the root. There's a buyback on Haxerin. Shroud coming in. Puppet Master's going to go down. Rally going to try to compel on out of there. Pebbles is going to go for a combo onto Bubbles, and we'll grab that one. But now Pebbles going to be in trouble himself. The Creep's coming in for a little bit of a block. No support on the way, so this is a dead Pebbles. That was a really unsuspecting buyback, and it happened to come out pretty big. 3 hero kills here for tmsR.
Yeah, I mean, it was relatively unsuspecting. I think IG is kind of rolling right now, and I feel like they're playing pretty cocky after that. So that was pretty big from tmsR. They're gonna pick up the tower as well. Maybe they're not gonna get 2. They shouldn't, but they're gonna do a little bit of damage to it too. And yeah, I think IG was just like they've been crushing this game so hard that they're a little overconfident. So need to slow down a little. And also, I'm talking about the Shroud, but it does also go well with bomb ult. So. That is important to remember. Tankfet, I guess he just stole his Helm of the Dominator creep. So that's kind of annoying for Zergo, but
rough.
He can just go buy a new one. It's not that big a deal. And they're gonna take these triple ancients here, and Let's see, Pred's still about 430 gold per minute, so he's not doing too bad. I don't know. I don't think IG like has as big a stranglehold on this game as they think they do. They just need to keep rolling with the bomb ult slash shroud and the pebbles blink. Otherwise, tmsR still has a pretty good chance. They have some great team fight heroes with Keeper and Bubbles, and obviously an early farm Pred can do a lot of work. And IG, they have some team fight, but they're more about just finding kills around the map. So they really need to continue to do that, or they could actually be in a little bit of trouble. I mean, the gold and XP isn't like it's not that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still relatively.
tmsR's managing pretty decently.
It was getting up to like 7k before that last team fight, but some questionable decisions there from IG. Maybe a little bit too early on the elation, and they give up some really important kills there on the Puppet Master and Pebbles. But they're going to try for Pebbles, or excuse me, for Predator one more time, and well, he's just going to get out of there. Stone Skin, quite nice. They need something to interrupt that TP. As well, Bombardier up top is trying to survive. Gonna be able to get the sticky bomb, and Hack's calling out his reflexes. They were pretty nice.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, that was real. I mean, I think he was expecting because he was so far pushed up. He's like, they're probably going to gank me. Why am I here? I should probably stone hide. So yeah, that was still really nice though. And Kez actually blows the root top lane, so this could be an opening for IG to assert themselves even more in middle lane. I think Bubbles is dead.
Yeah, he certainly is. Now, Pebbles going to be in a lot of trouble and will be taken out one more time. So, IG, that's their third death now that they've given up on Zergo. And with him being as overfarmed and overleveled as he was, those are very important kills. A lot of experience being distributed. All of a sudden, Predator up to level 13 here. You got Parasite that's level 12. The experience especially is being closed up significantly. So, got to be really careful about those extensions.
Yeah, they do. I mean, Puppet Master's still 500 gold per minute. I hadn't realized how freaking farmed he was, so those Ancients definitely pay dividends. In terms of what items next, he's versus a tree, so he needs like a BKB or Manta, one of the two, or Shrunken Head or
Geometers,
what's it called? Yeah, Geometers.
Oh, so second dust coming out. They're going to go ahead and catch Cube. The fourth bomb ult comes in. Perfect timing with the keg, and the auto attacks, even dropping the energy field, will be enough. As what the hell? A Grave Locket charge just got charged across the map by that Bombardier assist. Interesting.
Oh yeah?
That was neat.
Interesting. Yeah, and Sani actually see top lane. He's actually picked up quite a bit of farm. He's 103, 250 GPM, so I think a push book would probably be the best possible item for him versus Pred. It's just like the bane of Predator is push book. He is versus tree bubbles, which it is kind of counterintuitive towards them, but it's still definitely worth it. So I don't really think like a mech or an astrolabe is very good this game. They're not really focused on puptring and pushing, more just finding hero kills around the map. So I would like to see pushbook come out from him. And yeah, Fabelli's still at about 510 gold per minute. Has he spent his gold? I feel like he should have more than that. He must have something in his stash, but yeah, he needs a Shrunken or Geometers at some point. Yeah, I don't know. Like, getting a Shrunken right now, I feel like he really doesn't do that much damage, unless he has his ult. So, I don't know. Oh, middle lane. This is going to be a free kill. Slicks stays. He's dead.
Yep, there's the strings into the show. Combo coming out. And Slicks is
They need to
unfortunately
leave this middle lane. This middle lane is where they've all died, I think. Like, every single kill has been middle lane, so they either need to, like, not go there or get a... I mean, it's hard to get a ward because IG... I mean, Syndra has so much map control. He's probably going to be aware if they have a ward, but I don't know. Moon has a gym, which I actually like a lot. He'll be able to get rid of some of that map control that IG definitely has right now. With that, it's going to be expensive if he manages to feed, which is pretty easy, but I think it's going to be worth it unless he misplays pretty seriously.
Wow, and Sania is just farming. He's become like a number 3 on this team right now. Really starting to bring in the money. So he's got, he just picked up a shield of the 5, so going to be on his way to the Sackstone. Just picked that up, in fact. Bottom lane, Rally, the Helm of the Black Legion, probably not going to be enough to save you. Leech coming out into the face hug, and once again jumping away from it, not able to disjoint it, but Codex into the root. Pebble's going to get the stun onto 3, and Rally might actually be able to survive. This could be a turnaround. Energy field going to be going down right here. There's the keg going out as well. Parasite is likely going to go down, but Pebbles drops first, and there's the stun going out. A humiliation even. Sander is big manning up right now. Strings going out on a Pyromancer. He will be the first one taken out. And Predator still not out of the woods yet, literally, as Keg gonna not connect. He's gonna turn around and try to get Puppet Master, but Predator will be taken out. And I gotta say, huge stun by Zergo.
Yeah, that was all him. Bubbles was farming middle, so he didn't really participate in this fight at all. Insania did with his ult, so while he wasn't necessarily there, yeah, he kind of was. And yeah, they had the blow keep roll for just 1 kill that I don't think they even got. So
yeah, they only got Pebbles.
Pretty grim for Team S1. But yeah, it was mostly just because Zergo made a huge play and saved.
Zergo's a beast.
Yeah, Zergo's been MVP both of these games.
Yeah, Zergo been really overperforming. Slick's been underperforming, unfortunately. I mean, we always talk about Slicks and his ping and whatnot, but last game he was unable to find any farm on the Pebbles as a result of perhaps the Torture making the late rotation a minute into the game. But this game, 0-6 and 3 on Bubbles, having a really rough time. He's going to try to set up a kill here onto Pebbles, and Pyromancer is there. Not going to be able to get another Dragonfire off. Yeah, Pebbles is going to be
Yeah,
able to
Moon already lost his gem. I completely forgot, but yeah, Cinder is like, thank you. I'll take that. So that's pretty grim for Moon. Oh wait, no, they have 2 gems. Insania has one as well, so I guess IG bought one, and they have 2 now, so that's really, really grim. Dead Pyro, I think.
Yep. That was an Invis rune that was up top, so easy kills right there. Pebble's just gonna go ahead and set up maybe for another one. He'll bait Insania a little bit. 5,000 gold saved up here on Puppet Master as well, so maybe a Geometer's Bane. Nope, Shrunken Head just plus 1,300.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the token Puppet Master build, and it works. If they were behind, I'd be a little worried because he wouldn't do much damage, but with level 16 now, he's going to do a lot of damage.
He most certainly
He's so far ahead that he doesn't necessarily need like a damage item. He's just, everyone's going to die anyway. So.
190% damage on the Puppet, so that's going to be a 1,900 damage burst coming out of him. There's nobody with even 1,900 life here, so drop on top of that regular autos and other sources. Even this Predator is going to die. But speaking of Pred, up at 449 gold per minute, has the core of the Alchemist Bones with the Insanitarius and Elder Parasite, but Bubbles could be in trouble once more. Just used his Shell Surf to farm, and IG, they're looking like they want to fight, but they also want to just take this Ancients, so I guess that's what they'll do.
Yeah, I mean, they can easily take a fight right now, but they'll just snag some Ancients, just denying resources. You can just look at tmsR, where they all are. They obviously want to fight, but it's just a lot because they just can't really farm. They're versus Shroud, Puppet Master, a Bombardier with level 2 ults, Pebbles with Portal Key, Rally with Portal Key. I mean, they're just, if they spread out, they're probably going to feed. And just with the wards from IG, it's hard for IG to feed them back. It's really hard for them to find any kills, especially with 2 gems. I mean, that's pretty grim going against 2 gems. So they can't really group up and push because they're just going to lose the fight. They can't really split up and farm or they're just going to die. So it's kind of hard. They kind of need a miracle.
It certainly does seem that way.
They're ready for a miracle.
What is that team named these days? RFAM? I think they just named themselves Shit Happens. All those gold teams like to rename themselves a lot. Shit Happens, of course, the old team was known, was what Cut for Bieber was known as, and then they changed their name to Afraid. So the team known as Afraid, so making progressions of names. That was probably about a year ago now. Back in Sound Blaster Heroes League 1 qualifiers, they were known as Shit Happens. But a little bit of history lesson for you. In any case, back into this game, that resource lead just going to continue to grow, and Genjuro going to be picked up here by Puppet, so getting the second charge on the Shroud. the bigger crit, bigger damage, and okay, Puppet in some trouble, has the Shrunken Head available, gonna go ahead and use it right here. Keeper Force comes in, gets purged immediately by the energy field. Keeper gonna get the root off, but not before he does die, and Bombardier now gonna be going down as well. Predator gonna go hard onto Pebbles, and this is actually looking pretty good for tmsR. They should be able to pick up this kill onto Pebbles, and yes, he will go down. Now it's going to be Engineer and Rally that are running away. And yeah, payback for Slicks there, as that was a very good fight for tmsR.
Yeah, the initiation was like really poor, but somehow it worked out. I think the fact that Kezu got his root off, he blinked into energy field, but he still got his root off. That's pretty much what killed Puppet. Puppet would have been completely screwed without it. So yeah, he didn't really save his Shrunken for the root, which is like what you kind of have to do, but since he was kind of the person who jumped, at the same time he had the Shrunken, so he was just out of position. I don't think they were expecting that level of aggression from tmsR after how passive they've been playing that. I think they just really got caught off guard there.
I 100% agree with you. Popping the Shrunken off to walk through the kelp field and try to get out of there. Ended up kind of biting him in the ass, but in any case, that's some signs of life here from tmsR, and I mean, it goes without saying, Predator, you take him into the super late game, you throw some more items on this guy, and he will shred everybody, including this Puppet Master, as Rally going on to Pyromancer, but that was just more of a, hey, hello there, let's be friends, more than actually trying to get a kill. So
yeah, I mean, Predator I kind of disagree. I think he's more of like a mid-game hero. I mean, he can go late game if he gets over-farmed. He's kind of like Zephyr, in a way that Zephyr can go into the late game, but only if he's just like 600 GPM. And Pred is kind of the same way if he snowballs. But the X factor is they have Tree, and Tree will allow Predator to do about 10 times more damage in team fights than he probably should be able to.
And Bubbles.
And Bubbles. So yeah, I mean, he definitely has the heroes that will allow him to put out the DPS. But you know, I don't think they necessarily win late game. I think Puppet Master will still scale fine in the late game. Zergo has kind of fallen off here on Pebbles, but he certainly can as well. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, this game's not over. I mean, IG had a big stranglehold, but after that fight, I think tmsR definitely signs of life there. They definitely have a chance coming back. Parasite's actually level 15. He's actually kept up in his levels quite well, despite not really fighting a whole lot. And I don't think he upgraded the Codex. He just went for Blink, which I like a lot. Oh, middle lane, Puppet might go down again.
He's in some trouble. Gonna try to turn it around and get a kill onto Bubbles, and he's gonna succeed in that one. Predator going hard here. The energy field is up. Predator gonna go ahead and get purged in the bottom. Pyromancer gonna be taken out, and Predator will go down as well. So big kills coming out right there, and now tmsR, they're definitely on the back foot. IG with all the momentum once more, and they should be able to go for Kong.
I mean, to successfully gank Puppet, they have to have a Pyro stun. Everything else he can just BKB out of. So I think that was a pretty big misplay. And yeah, Moon, of course, couldn't really follow up. He gets the Shrunken off. And then Predator is kind of like, okay, they're just kiting the shit out of me. I'm in energy field, my stun hides down. And that's kind of like his weakness, just getting kited eventually.
Yeah.
They've got 2 push books up now, which is a nightmare for him. They used everything on Puppet that would stop push book from being effective. Bubbles ults, Keeper ults, so yeah, Keeper could be in trouble, man. That was
missed the stalagmites, so not able to pick up the kill right there. By the way, would have been bringing home a free Keizu. But
yeah, actually, Parasite, yeah, he just has the level 1 Codex and Blink, so he doesn't really do that much damage. The problem with Parasite is he pretty much has to snowball to do much. I mean, there's not a whole lot of heroes he can really gank with effectively. Pubbles didn't have a portal key for a long time, so setting up a kill with Parasite without a portal key is difficult. And now we're 30 minutes in, and suddenly level 1 Codex Parasite doesn't do that much damage against all these pretty tanky heroes. I mean, just look at the support heroes in IG. Normally, a Parasite versus 2 supports is like free kill, but they've got both about 1,300 health, 1,200 on Insania, and 2 push books as well. So the farm on the supports on IG is just like superb. 230 and 280 GPN. That really slows down Parasite a lot because, like I said, he pretty much has to snowball in order to be really effective in this game.
We'll have to see. Brutalizer coming out. I thought it might have been another Shrunken Head there on Predator, but no, going to be the Brutalizer. Pebble's going to get the Demonic here soon as well, but in any case, IG, they know just how big of a lead they're in right now, and they don't need to take risks. They can take their time, even with this token of life. They might use a couple minutes to get some free farm, but no, they're just going to start creating pressure immediately. They got 3 towers that they want to take down, and they set their sights on top first. Choo-choo.
Yeah, it's a good time to push all the lanes, like middle and bottom. Paxford is pushing bottom as fast as he can. Same with mid, but at the moment, like tmsR is not really in a position to counter push effectively, so that's always pretty much a good time to push. And they're just going to go base and force them back here. I think they could just back if they wanted to be safe, but they could probably just take a fight. Zergo just uses blink, so yeah, I think they were just forcing them back. They got all the TPs out. I think that's a mistake from tmsR. One hero, at least one, should have just like stayed in the fog and acted like he boarded, then continue farming. So a little unfortunate that they kind of fell for that, but looks like they're going to go for maybe middle lane as well. And yeah, see middle lane, see at bottom lane, like just no pressure was created by tmsR because of how pushed in the lanes were. So it was a really well-timed push from IG. And of course they have tokens, so they are looking to push pretty much all the time until that token's gone.
Yeah, they certainly are. I was talking with Insania, actually casting with him right before this, and he was saying, you know, some inexperienced teams feel like you just kind of do whatever with your token to life, and then within the last like minute, you have to force something. He's like, no, you can just get 7 minutes of free farm with this. You can put as much pressure or as little pressure as you want on towers. Token to life is just kind of magical like that. So that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to allow themselves to get some additional free farm here. There's the Geometer's Bane for Puppet Master. I love that pickup. So he's now got 4 defensive items on Puppet, but he's still going to crit for, well, 780 on a Whiplash crit coming out of Genjuro. He hits hard, he attacks fast, and from now, he can actually go for a damage item or a Symbol of Rage, and we'll see.
Yeah, I actually think Harkons would be really good this game because he's versus Tree.
Yep.
So we'll see. I think Tree's dead though. Speaking. Oh no, that was about as close as it gets her. Did they see him? Oh, they saw him. They know. They're very aware. He doesn't have a TP though, so he's gonna be stuck up here for a bit.
That is certainly what it looks like. I didn't even catch the beginning of that, but just the way in which Keizu was reacting, he's gonna man up and kind of go.
Oh, he's gonna run into Engie.
He's gonna run into Engineer indeed, and Portuguese once more still does not have a TP, so even gonna go for a backdoor. The audacity of this one.
Yeah, but they're just losing their base.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go.
And now he's gonna TP, but tower already very low on life. Here comes the TP. Predator is in, and tower's down. Puppet Master on the front lines with the token as well as the highly defensive item build. Oh, they're just going to go for Predator, and the Whiplash is going to be coming out right here. This is Shrunken Head to break the root, and Predator is going to fall. Now Pavel's going to be taking a lot of damage on the back side of it. Keeper of the Force going to go down. Bombardier trying to finish off both Bubbles and Pyromancer, but the vote to concede is coming up, and Riser, I think that's going to do it. GG, well played, are coming out, and that's it. Internet Gangsters takes down tmsR 2-0, and they're going to advance into the death matches with the first overall seed.
Well, they got to be really excited about that. I know. I think you were talking about it before. Cinder really wants to go to DreamHack. He's missed the last couple, and yeah, they're going to be pretty excited about being the first seed. Going up against the third place is about as optimal as you'd like, and yeah, certainly played well. Bombardier, I mean, he had his impact, but honestly, I think it was Zergo and Fabelli this game that really you gotta tip your hat to. So yeah, well played.
Very well played indeed, and I actually want to see if either Insania or Sender want to come on here and talk to us for just a brief moment. So of course that one puts Internet Gangsters up to 6-0. They looked very good in that one. I'm trying to check results from the other match as well here. Insania is going to go ahead and hop on, so we'll bring him on here in just a second. Now on the other side of things, I'm just getting word on the other side, it is going to be rather interesting, and well, we'll talk about that here in just a second. Let's go ahead and get both Insania and Sender on this call.
Both of them?
Both of them. We're doing a big group interview right here.
I can't handle both of them. I'm gonna have to leave.
Oh, Riser, are you gonna peace? Are you ditching?
Hello, are we doing a dual interview here?
We are doing a dual interview. We got well, what I like to call the co-captains here of the Fire Rises. No, this is Internet Gangsters. I don't even know what's going on. Guys, congratulations. You just 2-0'd tmsR here. You are now 6-0 in this group and advancing with the first seed into the deathmatches 8. How are you guys feeling?
Please direct your questions, otherwise I think we're both gonna talk.
Yes,
no.
Insania.
Yeah, no, we're really happy with the victory. I really think they were a great team, and today we were just slightly sharper. I feel like we had our strategy down. We came in a little bit more prepared, and I really think it came to that.
Yeah, you guys definitely looked good. Sender, what about you?
I mean, I'm just happy that I think we're finally proving that we can be a stable team. We had our ups and downs, but like for the last, I would say 4 weeks, we've been pretty stable and staying in consistently top 3, top 4 amongst the and competing with the best 2 teams in the world right now. So I couldn't be more excited with the games today.
All right, I want to ask just one brief question here. The Bombardier pick. It's all on the line. It was literally all on the line. You either go right there into first place, or then you have to fall back into an entire new best of 3, and then you pick out the Bombardier pick. I mean, talk about the balls on this guy. What was up with that?
Well, in all honesty, I've been saying this before. We got a couple of strategies that we've been working on for a long time that we've written down, and we're like, this is DreamHack stuff. We'll use it if necessary, otherwise it's staying down there, and that may or may not have been something we had prepared and we're really practiced with.
Wow. So Bombardier seemed to work out pretty well there. You're able to get some farm. But I got to say, Zergo played really, really well that series. He was able to get a ton of farm. You guys were able to shut down the middle lane pretty effectively in both games. Slick's having a really hard time. Do you think that was really what was instrumental in your success?
I suppose Sender should answer that one since it's on him and
Sorry,
Zergo.
I'm bad at directing questions.
Well, how do you, like, so, which, just like doing well middle is our instrumental to our success?
Yeah, I
or
mean,
like,
how did you guys really shut down Slicks? He was not able to get anything done in this series.
Game 1, I have to say, that's like all on them. Like, I think their mid lane draft was pretty stupid in my opinion. Like, I said to my team, don't pick Pebbles here. I do not want to face against a prisoner lane as Pebbles. And on top of that, we had Engineer and Sandwraith, and even a Bubbles who could easily help us out for extra damage.
Yeah.
I just think Game 1 was a huge draft mistake. Game 2, I think, I don't know. I think Bubbles can do fine. Like, it just really depends who outplays who. I think who has the better. I mean, obviously we're gonna have better map control mid because we have an extra hero there, so that means we have better vision. But I think it just comes down to, you know, is he ready for us? Our go is he not ready? Like, does he not get caught? Like, whoever, like, who's in the better position to in a 2v1 situation like that.
All right, Riser, you got some questions here for the IG guys.
What was I gonna say? Oh, did you guys just pick bomb because you have so many stuns? It's just like free kill around the map, like Pebbles combo bomb ult. Is that kind of the strategy here? Is that what we're talking about, or is it just a hero that you liked?
Really well.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
If he
mean-
rushed Shroud, did he rush Shroud just so like you could get free kills with bomb ult?
In all honesty, like, the truth of the matter is that his mom was talking to him, so he wasn't like paying attention to the game, and no, for real, like, no joke.
His mom was
And then he was
yelling
like,
at him.
"Oh shit, I have a ton of gold," and we're like, "Just go Shroud." No, it was not a
All right.
strategic move.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I want to touch real briefly on the results of the other groups here. So viewers, spoiler alert, if you do not want to know the results from the other groups and how these death matches are going to play out, tune out for the next couple of minutes. Well, here we go. You've had enough time. Group A, bringing that up right here. Justice League, 4-2. Team Excellent 2-4. Exit ties that one up at 1-1. So it's going to be Lions in first at 5-1. Justice League advances in second at 4-2, and it's going to be Excellent pulling it out at 2-4. No tiebreakers needed. You guys are going to be playing against Excellent in a best of 5 death match to go to DreamHack. How are you feeling about that one, Insania?
I zoned out. I'm really sorry.
You're playing against Excellent in death matches.
Alright, okay, no, I said this on the cast before. I think Excellent are a very scary team. If they get their shit together, it's scary to play against them. But as of lately, they haven't really been looking very strong, so I'm pretty confident we can make DreamHack.
Sender, You feeling just as confident? You excited at the possibility of going back to DreamHack?
Oh yeah, I'm quaking. No, but I mean we're really close. I don't know. DSC, I mean Team Excellent have been slacking recently. I think we'll take it quite convincingly. I'm gonna be a little cocky and just say that.
Quite
You know,
convincingly.
yeah. You know what? Screw it.
All right, well, we'll have to see about that one. Well, guys, I gotta say, congratulations. That death match is going to be coming up on Friday, November 1st. I believe that's when it is scheduled for. So you guys got about 2 weeks between now and then. But for now, you guys are done with the qualifiers. You're going to be focusing on Sound Blaster Heroes League Season 2. Those playoffs going to be starting tomorrow. And you've got your first match coming up. Let's not give away who you're going to be meeting up against. We'll, of course, be releasing that information a little bit later on. But how you guys feeling going into the round of 8 and trying to bring home a lot of cash? Insania.
All right.
Nailed it.
Well, I'm excited. I think Denial is like, we're playing Denial. Yeah. I think they're like number 5 right now. I'm so sorry. I think they're number 5 right now on the top of the world. So
Nailed it.
I don't even know what I'm responding to. Let me get to my point.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm really excited to play them in the Sound Blaster Heroes League, if that's what you asked me.
Well,
And-
I predicated the statement by, let's say, not saying who you're going to play against, because that's not public information yet. But,
I'm a fucking moron, alright.
whatever. That info is going to be coming
No,
out in
wait,
less than
wait,
an hour.
wait.
So,
Wait, let me rephrase. If we were to play Denial, which I'm not saying we are,
You cannot
I
confirm or
think that
deny.
would be... I cannot confirm or deny. I think it would be a very good game, because I think they're a really strong team, and they've taken us down in the past, so excited to play them.
well, I'm glad that you guys are excited as well.
If we are playing
Yes,
them.
you are playing
think we are.
Denial. We'll be releasing the schedule here in about an hour, guys. Probably a little bit less. You can, of course, check that out on Honcast. We'll make sure it's up on the forums, Ghosted Gamers. It'll be everywhere. But, of course, those matches starting tomorrow. I'm done with the questions here. Riser, you got any final ones? Or is it time for IG to party?
How come you stopped DDoSing everyone, Cinder? What happened?
I don't know, man. I just got sick of it one day. I grew up. I was like, you know what, guys? I'm 21 years old. I should have some. I don't know. I shouldn't be doing these things anymore.
No, the truth
Well,
is,
good- good for you.
Ralph quit Han. That's why he stopped.
True.
Under
Can't deny that.
Sender no longer sour for getting kicked.
All right. Well, guys, congratulations once more. We'll be looking forward to those qualifier death matches coming up in about 2 weeks. But you guys got any words to your fans, your friends, the viewers at home? Your time is now.
I'll go first, I suppose.
I'm good at this. I really am.
All right. Oh, no, I'll give a shout out to my team. It's great playing with you guys. Shout out to the viewers, because why would I be doing this if it wasn't for you? Shout out to my social media, Sender Han on Twitter and Facebook, and lastly, shout out to Z Freak, Brendan Hu, and the Drunk Island. There we go.
All right, and Zania?
Yeah, just a shout out to Macro Hard for trying to make me pick Blitz in Game 3. And I was chatting with him.
There was no
That's why I
game
was not
3.
listening to your
Are
question.
you drunk?
Game 2. I'm a little bit drunk. Game 2, whatever. Last game of the series. And yeah, no, just shout out to him and to the team for doing really great, and I'm happy we're doing good.
All right, guys.
And to you, B. To you
Yay.
also.
Well, thank you very much. But, guys, thanks for coming on. Congrats one more time. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys next week in the Sound Blaster Heroes League. Take it easy, guys. Party hard. I'm hanging up on them. Riser, that's going to do it for our cast today. Thanks for jumping in for the last series, man. I know it really does help out, and I love having you on here. The viewers love having the competitive insight as well. So shout out to you as well as Swindle and Insania for the cast. But you got any shout outs before we do shut this thing down? Riser's gone. Like, he's here, but he's straight up muted. Like, I don't... All right, Riser.